Hey, what's going on, Fragrance family? It's Tyler with Simply Fragrances, and today I'm giving you my full review over the new Zaharoff Aurum. Really excited to get into this, guys. Let's go ahead and get into the video. Alright guys, welcome back. So like I said, I do have the latest and greatest from the house of Zaharoff. This is Aurum. We'll go ahead and do a box and bottle presentation here in just a second. But real quick guys, if this is your first time here, welcome. You're not part of the Fragrance family. Be sure and hit that red subscribe button. I would really appreciate that. Like the video and then be sure and hit the bell notification. That way you do get all of the updates whenever I do upload a video. So let's go ahead, without any further ado guys, let's go ahead and get into the box and bottle presentation. So this is going to be the front of the box on the new Aurum, guys. Absolutely beautiful box presentation, guys. So you have the Zaharoff B up there, Zaharoff, and you have this honeycomb pattern on the box. It is textured, so it does feel like there is a little bit of texture there. And then signature Aurum, and then on the sides you have that same kind of honeycomb pattern, and then on the back here, World of Elixir trademark, and then information about the house, and then same thing on the sides. There is two size presentations. You do have the 2 ounce or the 4 ounce. I do have both, but the boxes do look the same. So open it up, and then the bottle will fit inside nice and snug. So very beautiful presentation here. And then I'll go ahead and show the 2 ounce bottle first, guys. So the classic and signature Zaharoff bottle design, and then on the back you do have that honeycomb with the bee on there. Beautiful presentation. And then on the 4 ounce, this, guys, this is absolutely stellar. Beautiful presentation, and in my opinion this is his best presentation as of right now, guys. Absolutely love this bottle, guys. Got the beautiful bee up there with his metal plate, custom fit to the bottle. Zaharoff signature Aurum. Absolutely love this, guys. By far, in my opinion, his best presentation. He just keeps up in the ante. And then in the cap you do have the Zaharoff Z. Don't know if you can see that in there. And then cap, like always, does snap into place. You can pick it up by the cap, but guys, this is a pretty heavy bottle with this magnetic or the metal plate on there. Don't recommend doing that, but I digress. You guys do what you want. Oh, I can't wait to get into this. So, okay, so that is the overall bottle presentation. Let's go ahead and get into the notes. All right, guys, so getting into the notes, you do get the card just like any and all Zaharoff fragrances. Open it up, you do get the diagram of the bottle, the patent on that, and then all of these beautiful creations he has created. But today we're going to focus on the signature Aurum as I drop it. So the notes for signature Aurum, going to open up and you're going to get a, so first of all, this is an EDP concentration. I believe Ross said on his video it was 18%. I don't know if that's confirmed or not, but you're going to open up, guys. Top notes are going to be honey absolute. You're going to have clove bud and cinnamon. In the heart you have walnut, creamy coconut milk, almond, and then French hazelnut. And then in the bottom you do have vanilla, tonka bean, and praline. So those are the notes listed for you guys. I'll go ahead and give a spritz so that way you guys can see the distribution. Good distribution as always. And then that gives me a chance to refresh myself with this smell. And guys, if you guys like honey, this is a honey lover's dream. So let's go and get into how it smells. All right, guys, so getting into the fragrance itself, what does this smell like? This has been making quite the buzz, no pun intended, in the fragrance community, and this is a gourmand honey style fragrance. So what does it smell like? Is it just honey? Well, guys, in my honest opinion, as I'm getting wafted of this through the air, guys, this is a super photorealistic, like this actually, it kind of trips me out how accurate this is to a honeycomb. I actually texted George whenever I smelt this for the first time, and I was like, man, this is actually kind of messing with me with how realistic this smells, guys. This is the most photorealistic honey I've ever smelled in my entire life. Absolutely beautiful honey in the opening. And guys, on my skin, this is kind of how it just projects for the first 15-20 minutes. You're just getting that honey. Now this is just my experience. So on my skin, I was getting a lot of honey and pretty much honey throughout the first 15 to 20 minutes. After that, the cinnamon kind of started to open up a little bit. It's not like a super dominant cinnamon note. It's just kind of tucked away in the background. And then off of my skin, I was getting kind of this nutty feel to it. So you do have the hazelnut and the walnut there. So I'm contributing, that sensation to that. And then as it dries down, you do get a bit of a creaminess to it, but nothing super crazy. It is sweet, but it's not super syrupy sweet. The vanilla and tonka bean, do add a little bit of sweetness to it. But guys, this is not going to be a super just in your face potent sweet fragrance, guys. This is a more ambery, nutty, honey kind of a fragrance with a sweet, creamy dry down, at least in my opinion and in my experience with this fragrance. So for the first 15-20 minutes, guys, it is just honey, honey, honey. If you like that, then you're gonna love this fragrance. And then after that, it does start to open up, at least like I said, off of my experience with it. And then for that first hour to, I'd say hour and a half, you are pushing pretty good. People are gonna be able to smell you, from a good arm's length away. This isn't going to be just like a loud room projector. So guys, from my experience with this, if you guys like honey, this is definitely something that you need to check out. Samples I don't think are available yet, at least at the recording of this video, but Ross has confirmed on his channel that there will be samples available. So be patient for those. But guys, I do think if you like a sweet honey fragrance, this is something that, in my opinion, you could blind buy if you are a honey lover. Now, what's crazy about this fragrance, I haven't heard anyone else say this yet, but for me, when I was looking at the note breakdowns and I was comparing it to a couple other things, I was curious as if this was going to smell like anything else. And this is its own fragrance, yes, but to my nose, I do get some of the similarities, doesn't smell like it, but some of the similarities to the Zaharoff tobacco, because you do have that honey note in the tobacco and that blonde tobacco, kind of a sweeter tobacco. This has no tobacco in it, nor does it smell like tobacco, but that kind of DNA that you get from signature tobacco is a similar, in the same ballpark, roundabout way of what you get in this. Now that's just the closest thing that I could compare this to if I had to compare it to something. Doesn't smell like tobacco. Don't be on here saying, oh, Tyler, Simply Fragrance just said this smells like tobacco. No, it doesn't. It has a similar vibe, if you will, and then with that honey note in tobacco that really pops off of my skin, the honey really pops off of here as well. So with that being said, guys, this is its own fragrance. This isn't something that smells exactly like anything else that I've ever smelled. This really is kind of its own fragrance. So that being said, guys, let's go ahead and get into the projection and longevity. So the projection and longevity. So like I said earlier, you will be projecting for the first hour to hour and a half, a good arm's length, if not maybe more, depending on skin chemistry. Mileage may vary, right? But that's kind of been the, I guess, life of the fragrance, at least for me and my experience with the fragrance, is that hour to hour and a half, you are pushing out a good arm's length away, and then it does set into not quite a skin scent, but it does set a little bit closer into the skin. It is more of a come in close kind of a fragrance, and with something like this, that might be what you're going for. You don't want to be a super loud projecting honey magnet or honey bomb whenever you walk into a room. This is something that I think would be more suited for like a date night or something like that, but we'll get into that here in just a second. So hour and a half, good projection, and then does kind of become more of a closer scent after that. I'd say pushing 2 to 3 inches. And then the longevity on this is a longevity monster, guys. This will last you, at least on my skin, this is my experience with it, 16 hours plus. The only reason why I say plus is because I had to take a shower the next day, and I wanted to see how long I could go without showering to see when this would wear off, but I had to get somewhere and I wasn't not gonna shower, so this actually outlasted me. So that's my experience with it, guys. This is a super long lasting fragrance, 16 hours plus in my experience with the fragrance. So let's go ahead and get into times and seasons and occasions to wear this fragrance. Like I said, guys, for me, this Aurum, this is a great fall, winter, even into possibly the spring style of fragrance, guys. It has that essence about it. It's a sweet gourmand style of fragrance, and so you do want maybe a little bit cooler weather to wear this. I would not recommend this in any kind of high heat or high humidity situation unless you're going to be maybe inside AC controlled environment, but then again, that's really not hot or humid. So if you're going to be out and about in the summertime, you can wear whenever you want, but maybe just be easy on the trigger because the oils will definitely heat up and really pop. But for me, I would recommend this being a fall, winter, even into the early spring kind of a fragrance, guys. Now this to me, like I said, is a date night kind of a fragrance. So times and occasions, I do think this is suited best for a date night. Something that you're going to be going out with your significant other, maybe even having a date night in the house. Who knows what you guys are doing, but you guys are just a little bit closer, you're in close proximity. That is whenever I would wear this. You could definitely wear this to like a family get together or something like that if you're not wanting to be a super loud projector, especially for like Christmas, Thanksgiving, stuff like that. It definitely has that kind of vibe to it, very warm and inviting. So that would be my recommendation for that, guys. This is, in my opinion, one of, I don't want to say one of, this is the best honey fragrance I've ever smelled. This is something, if you guys like honey, highly recommend this. Alright guys, so that's going to do it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate that. Guys, be sure and comment down below if you have this. What are your thoughts on it? How's your experience been with it? If you've ordered this, guys, are you excited for this? This is something that, like I said, if you're a honey lover, this is going to be right up your alley. So be sure and leave a comment down below, guys. This is a fragrance that, like I said, suits good for the time of year we're into, guys. We're kind of in the mid-fall, about to head into December here in just a couple weeks. And so weather's going to start getting a lot colder. This would be something to reach for, guys. So like I said, guys, give the video a thumbs up, leave a like, leave a comment, guys. I'm going to catch you in the comment section. I'm also going to catch you in the next video. And remember, if you love it, wear it.